What's up guys, my name is Cameron and I just made this new Runescape account a couple days ago. It's been a couple years since I've played Runescape, but I know how much I used to enjoy playing it and I wanted to start playing it again. So I made this new account. Now, since I made this new account, I figured I have this brand new account. I think it would be a cool idea to upload my progress to YouTube and upload my gameplay to YouTube, and so that way, other people who might have used to enjoy playing RuneScape can watch it now and enjoy watching it as I progress through it, and maybe get some other people to start playing it as well, and just get more people playing it again. I just think it was a cool time when all my friends used to be playing it. I know it was a lot of kids playing it, and when we were kids we played it a lot, and it might be kind of weird for somebody my age to be playing it now. I'm 21 and I started my first time playing it was in like middle school. But anyways, no shame for me. I don't care. If I enjoy playing it, then I enjoy playing it. And it's not like it's the main thing I'm going to be doing now. I still have, life outside of this going on. I just thought I would pick this up as a hobby. And so, as I upload these gameplays to YouTube, I thought I could talk over them and just talk about some topics that I enjoy talking about. And there's many topics that pop into my mind all the time, and a lot of the time I really have nobody to talk to about these topics that I think about, and sometimes I go pretty in depth in these topics, and I just think it would be cool to finally have somebody to have a conversation with about these topics. And so that's pretty much why I figured I would start this YouTube channel. I figured RuneScape is a nice game to look at. A lot of people complain about the graphics of RuneScape, but that's actually like one of the best things for me about RuneScape is the graphics. Everybody talks about how they're bad, but I just really like the way they look. The graphics are so simple. And they just soothe me for some reason. They're very soothing for me to look at. So I just enjoy looking at them, and I figured if I put something nice on the screen, like some RuneScape gameplay, and people can watch me progress through the game, then I can talk over the gameplay about some interesting topics, and maybe I can start some conversations with my viewers on YouTube in the comments, and then give you ideas, and then you give me feedback, and you can also talk to other people in the comments, and about these topics that I decide to talk about. So now I will just let you know what you're watching on the screen. Obviously, if you've ever played RuneScape, then you pretty much know this is my first quest, and it should be everybody's first quest. I believe that's how it's supposed to go, and that's the cook's assistant quest. Now, as a fair warning, I'm not buying a membership at the moment, so there's going to be some skills that I'm not able to train, a lot of quests that I'm not able to do, and that's just because I'm in college right now, so I don't really feel like spending the extra money. And so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I've never really gotten too great at RuneScape. Like I got decent at it one time with one of my accounts. I remember my mage level was like in the high 40s, and I know that's not very great at all, but it's decent. And that's just from me not being very dedicated to it. But hopefully with this account I can get pretty good. But we'll see where we go with this account. I may buy a membership in the future, if funds permit, and I'm comfortable with spending that extra money. But we'll see. For now, I will not have a membership. So anyways, yep, you're watching the cook's assistant quest. I have to get 3 ingredients for the the cook to bake a cake for the Duke for his birthday. So enjoy that while I introduce the first topic. And so the first topic that I want to talk about is a very fitting topic. That's why I decided to do this topic, and the topic is nostalgia. Now, it's pretty obvious why I chose this topic, obviously, because Runescape brings a lot of nostalgia to other people and to me. Now how I feel about nostalgia, I just feel nostalgia is a very warm and welcoming feeling that you get, and it's the feeling for me, the only feeling that I can really say that just brings me back to my childhood. And that's in the definition of it, I'm sure, but it just brings me back to my childhood, and there's not really many things that take me out of the reality that I'm in right now. But with all this stress going on in my life, it's summer now, so things are calmed down a little bit. But I'm in college right now, and going through this semester, there's so much stress involved with it, and whenever I'm able to experience nostalgia, that's really the only time that I'm just taken out of reality, and it's almost like I'm taken out of my body, and I just go back to a time in my childhood that I can remember very clearly, or it's just a feeling that I can remember very clearly. That's pretty much what it is a feeling that just takes me away and just makes me very comfortable again. I don't know if nostalgia is comforting to everybody else, but for sure to me it is most of the time. It just comforts me, and I feel like games are one of the biggest triggers, especially for people my age who grew up in a time of different varieties of games everywhere, and gaming was very big for people my age and people a little older than me and younger than me. I don't know how it is for kids right now. It'll probably be the same way, just in different formats now. I played on the Game Boys and the older PlayStations, and but I think now the kids these days, they're gonna remember playing on their Android, on their smartphones and tablets. But I feel like gaming is one of the biggest triggers, especially for me and probably a lot of other people my age, that triggers the feeling of nostalgia. And I know I get that definitely when I play RuneScape. Also, I used to play this game called Pirates of the Caribbean Online, and Pokemon, on the Game Boy. And I just really enjoy the feeling that I get when I remember those times where it would be late at night, and I would just now be logging on to my RuneScape account and get started on the grind of woodcutting, especially woodcutting. I remember doing that so much to get my woodcutting level up, and also training magic. Magic is my favorite, so I'm probably going to focus on magic more on this account as well. But and then going over to my friend's house as well and playing with him, because he was the one that introduced me to it back in middle school. So playing with him and also my cousin, those are the two people that I would play these games with, and those were just the funnest times when I was a kid. And I always enjoy when I get the feeling of nostalgia, and I enjoy being taken back to those moments. Another trigger, I feel like the second biggest trigger for me, is music. Whenever I hear these songs that I grew up with a lot of country songs, and they definitely also take me back to my childhood. Not as much as games do, but still, they're pretty heavy triggers for me. There's this one song that always brings a tear to my eye, And I know people always say that like a song brings a tear to their eye, and it's a common expression, but this song actually does it for me. And I used to be a very emotional kid, but not anymore. I kind of grew out of that. I don't really cry that often. It is far and few in between when I do cry. But this song always does it to me. It's this song called Buckaroo by Rodney Atkins. It's a country song. And it's just about this guy is singing about his kid, and when he sings, it's like the kid is talking, saying that he wants to be like him, his dad, and so whenever I hear that song, I can't help it. I get that knot in my throat, and then like literal tears come to my eyes because it makes me think of my dad. And me and my dad used to go fishing all the time, and there's a time there where we would go every weekend, and we bonded so much over fishing and also hunting, more so fishing, but we went hunting as well, and we just bonded so much during those times. And whenever I hear that song, I just get brought back to those times as well, with my dad. And I don't know why it makes me cry. I guess just because I really miss those times. But it's also a very warming feeling. It's the nostalgic feeling that I get. And so yeah, the song does it for me as well. It brings me back to those times sitting at the lake with my dad, just hoping for fish to bite on our lines, and waking up really early in the morning, packing everything, then heading to the lake. Those were some of the best times. That really is what makes up my childhood. The gaming with my friends, and the going to fish with my dad early in the morning. I really do miss those times. But that's the one thing with nostalgia. You can't really get caught up in the past. It's fun to, like, right now I'm really missing those times right now, but you do have to move on from those times that you really did enjoy, and you do have to concentrate on the future. I'm running out of time, I think. Pictures are another thing that can bring back those memories, but they never really were that big of a trigger for me to have that nostalgic feeling. So just like, if anybody watches this, I'm wanting to know what triggers nostalgia for you. Do you like nostalgia? I really enjoy nostalgia. I told you what triggers it for me, and yeah, just any other opinions you might have on nostalgia. So yeah, that's it for my first video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, then subscribe and stick around for another video. Thank you, and talk to you later.